Hi everyone. I wanted to provide a summary of Module 4, although we're not quite done with it yet, but I just wanted to kind of mention a couple things and also give you a heads up for the final project. So Module 4, just a little bit of a wrap up with the first posts. We focused those posts on our communication, trust, advocacy, respect. These tended to be the principles that were most mentioned in our posts, and I think you're all on the right track with those ideas. I think many of you have been watching my recordings and also paying close attention to what the book has been saying about these things. These are probably the top 4 that I would have chosen out of the 7 as well. So I think kudos to you. You're on the right track. Quick reminder that the Chapter 8 review session is due on Tuesday. There are still a few folks who need to check that out. Module 5 work is going to be due on Saturday, so this is a quick turnaround week. There are a couple activities with this. The graphic organizer as one of the larger activities to turn in, and a short quiz having to do with Chapter 10. There is also a chapter lead for Chapter 11 on this one. That's our final chapter lead. Next module, the following week, will be the wrap-up. Module 6 will be the wrap-up to our course. So as we start to wrap up the 6 weeks of our time together, I wanted to mention a couple options for the final project as promised. Option 1, the typical project for this course has been a community resources project, and here you would create a Google folder, slideshow, PowerPoint presentation, other sort of presentation, anything that you could upload to showcase to me that you have developed a resource binder, if you will, that you could share with parents and students for perhaps your home district or a district that you would like to move to. Here I have some bullet points on what you would like to focus on within this resource binder, including where students can go for help, within the school system itself, including perhaps transition services, school psychologists, those types of things, but also community-based resources like organizations, transition services, adult services, and related services like speech therapy, occupational or physical therapy. So within this you would want to include websites, phone numbers, those types of things, and a brief description. This can be copied and pasted from their websites, but you would want to put this together with a summary document that describes what you have within the resources project, the binder, if you will, or you could describe these within the movie that you would create or presentation. Option number 2, a little bit more of a creative endeavor, but I think just as important to focus on information that we've learned in our time together. You could create a mobile, and I'll refer you to Calder's work on creating mobiles, C-A-L-D-E-R. You could Google him. A slideshow, PowerPoint presentation, movie, any other kind of presentation that shows, let's say, what do we have, about 7 to 10 main topic items, and shows and demonstrates your learning of these items and how they connect and relate to your professional life and what you're going to do in the world. This is a very open-ended and creative project. I think touching upon the bullet points that I have here mentioned would be sufficient. You can create, again, as many or as few as you would like, probably 6 to 10 main topics or concepts that you've learned about and how they will relate to your professional life. So kind of a creative endeavor here. Um, the final project is 25% of the grade. Obviously, both options are a little bit different. However, the grading will be equal in the in what you relate to me. Final note: this weekend I met I met a parent group that had students or children with Rubinstein-Taybi syndrome. Rubinstein-Taybi syndrome, and you can take a look. You might want to Google that. It's similar to autism, but with mild to moderate cognitive delays. There's some growth delays as well, physical growth delays, some other issues as well. But it was really interesting talking with the parents. I just happened upon them, upon the group at a local campsite, and it was really interesting talking with the parents about the issues that they were facing. These parents, especially in the schools, I talked with a lot of them about the issues that they were having in schools, and it's really interesting to me that they're still fighting for schools to recognize that their children need paraprofessionals, that they need even further information, that the parents need more information about what their child is doing in school on a daily basis, that they feel out of the loop, that they have to go through due process to fight for rights, so that their child just isn't just sitting in a classroom coloring or zoning off on a daily basis. So although this is a very rare disease, it affects 1 in 100,000 to 1 in 300,000 children, there is no known cause of this genetic disease, but it's so rare, and it's so disheartening to hear that the public education system is just not built to handle children with rare genetic diseases. And most of the time it just comes down to money and advocacy. And to hear the parents struggle with this really brings it back to this class as it pertains to you as the education professional, and the amount of advocacy, respect, trust building, communication that you need to build with these families, because from their perspective, their needs and the needs of their children are not being met, and it's very difficult to meet those needs in the public education system when a gen ed teacher has 25 to 30 children, and you have one child who has special needs like this, and maybe a few other children who have other special needs. How do you connect with all of these children? So anyway, I just wanted to relate that story to you. It was really heartening and disheartening to see how the on both sides of the coin, on one, how the parents were advocating for their child's rights, and disheartening on the other side to see how public education reacts to children with special needs and their families. Anyway, good luck. We'll keep going. The hard work is still out there, and we'll talk to you next time.